What's going on, people? Oh man, I tell you, this is what, number 9 of these, I think it is, right? Round 9. So many weeks of me sitting here every week, recapping the shoes that I wore and all that stuff, going through the whole thing, which is good because, doing those follow-up reviews, there's value in that. It truly is. Is it a little annoying after a bit? Oh, for sure. Definitely. Which is why I'm kind of glad that it's like about over. It was originally only supposed to be like the 1 month, but again, apparently I have like a lot of unworn shoes. So 2 months, here we are. Could it have been 3? I'm feeling pretty confident to say yes. I can think of a lot of things off the top of my head, and I'm sure there are enough things that I completely forgot about that could help push me over that 3-month mark, but we're not doing that, people. We are done with it. This is the last round. I'm not saying I'll never do another like new shoe week or whatever, but probably be like a while, right? Especially if I'm doing it for a whole month. Definitely gonna be a while before I do that again. But whatever, here we are. Let's go ahead and knock this thing out. But first, foremost, something that didn't get covered last week because I'm forgetful or whatever and didn't have to look at my feet and see that I had these on. So had I not been wearing them and remembered to actually put them up here, would have been covered. So I had been breaking out a lot of new slides, right? Because I've been buying slides and just kind of forgetting that I have them because they have like multiple colors of the same things and you just kind of lose sight of it. So I saw these and oh yeah, I forgot I did get some Adlet 22s, right? So I was breaking these out, right, last week. And I really, really like these, like a whole lot, right? And I was wondering like, do I like them more than these? These New Balance Fresh Foam whatevers? I don't think I do, right? I will say overall color selection, availability wise, price wise, these are definitely like the winner. I would suggest these way more than I would suggest these because I've only seen this one color on one site, right? So it's kind of foolish in a way. But let's just say if everything was super available and somebody presented the average person with like a pair of these and a pair of these in the exact same color and said to pick which one, I kind of feel like the average person would like this one more, right? They're both super comfortable, right? I can't say anything bad about these. I've actually said that I think these are my favorite slide. But these do have a bit more cushion, a bit more foam going on in them, right? So it's just like a softer step every time. This one, it is firmer, right? But not everybody likes that. I get it. Some people would probably prefer this. I'm just saying, I think the average person might be more on board with these. But since they're not really out there or anything, what's it even matter? Now, let's go ahead and jump on into like the shoe portion, right? So we kicked off the week with something that I honestly do not like. And of course, these are in order. Let me back things up just one bit. When I say kicked off the week, I'm talking like Tuesday because Monday was a holiday, right? So I was just kind of sitting around editing videos or watching wrestling. Maybe both, who knows? But that's why you only see like 4 things here. Anyways, now let's go get on into this thing, right? So these right here, this is the Cherry 12. A lot of people know that already, but it's a thing that I say. I didn't like them when I saw them. I didn't like them when I got them, and I still don't like them after having worn them. If you like these, cool, whatever, right? My opinion, your opinion, they can be different. We're also different people, so therefore, that's kind of how that works. But the thing is, I was looking at them and originally thinking maybe it's like the color selection or whatever. But like these right here, it's a lot of the same colors, and these are working out just fine, right? Visually speaking. These, I don't know, it's just not for me, but hey, not everything is. That's why stuff comes in different flavors, or in this case, different colors. Let's keep this thing moving, huh? Go ahead and get through things fairly quickly. These, pick these up from somewhere. What does this thing say? I don't know, it doesn't really say on there. I think like Champs or Foot Locker or something probably. I'd seen them a couple times, and thought like, oh, that's interesting. But then I saw they were like 3M. I was like, oh, that's even more interesting now, and I must have them. So I have them now, and that's working out pretty all right. Because I do like the 3M aspect. I like Air Max Pluses. This here, bread reflective, as some people call it. It's pretty cool, right? I remember something being weird about the materials. I just can't think of what it was, though. Maybe I said it in the review, but since I don't have a pair of Air Max Pluses right here next to me, a standard material pair, can't really say. But this is going to be a little bit different. Some people might already know that, though. But very cool though, because again, the 3M piece. So if you're like me and that's the thing you're into, those are probably still floating around. I got them decently under retail, right? I saw some super steal prices, but at the time I didn't care. So then when I did actually care, those prices that were super low were kind of gone. So I was able to just get them for a low-ish price, you know? Still under retail, but if it's a thing you like, it's a thing you like, so what's it really matter? Moving along, we got this right here. This is the All Night Air Max DN. Didn't know the name of it when I got them. Didn't care, just knew that I liked them a whole lot. And as I see these 3M laces in here, it reminds me I need to pull these things out. And also, speaking of those other things, part of the reason I picked the shoes that I picked this time around, I've been wearing a lot of Roosevelt shirts, so with the cherry pair, I had something that kind of went with those. It was like the Venom shirt maybe? Something like that. And then with these, I had another one that, I think that one was the Deadpool one. Very cool, I like Deadpool and stuff, right? So then I saw this one, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna break those out with that other pair that I have, or with that other shirt that I have, the Fraggle Rock shirt. But what I was gonna say is they do come with extra laces in here. Both of these laces, to me, are better than these plain black laces, right? Because you got one 3M and one that's just like the hot pink sort of color. I think both would have been a better choice to me, but I'm not really a big lace swap kind of guy. I usually just leave whatever's in there. So there is that. But I thought about it because, like, again, that Fraggle Rock shirt, this pink color would have been pretty cool to have in there at that point. But I will say this about this model. It's really good. I like it a lot. They have so many colors out there that they have to go on some crazy sales coming up real soon, right? Because they can't keep flooding the shelves and keep everything at retail, right? It just doesn't work business-wise, space-wise. It's just doomed to fail that way. So if you go on the internet and you see some pairs you like, keep your eye on them. Keep an eye on the different stores. You should be able to get them for a significant price under whatever they want you to pay, right? Because why do that, right? For something you know is going to come down in price. That doesn't necessarily mean like every size might be available from every store later, but that's just kind of like the chance you got to take, right? But if you're like me, you'll see multiple colors that you like, and you're fine with not getting all of them. Closing things out, we went with this right here, and Megazord Day, by the way. So went with these right here, right? I remember these very clearly. I was at the store, at the mall, Silver Bullet 97 Day, just to see if they had them. They didn't have them. And I went in the Van store just looking around and said, hey man, we're having a huge sale. It's crazy. We've never done a sale like this. I was like, I don't believe anything you're saying. And I was looking at some shoes, well, you should get those shoes. The sale, man, the sale. And I'm like, I'm not getting these shoes. But I went home and like the next day I was like, man, I really want those shoes. So I went back and bought them, you know, because I was like, I'm not buying while this dude's here. I don't want him to feel like he won in this situation. You know what I'm saying? But these were really nice though. I had them on today. I was on my way to work and like, you know, I had the window cracked a little bit. Could feel like the air like all down in my toes and stuff, right? Super breathable, these things. And it's not like I'm driving around with my foot out the window. I mean, I could, right? I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want, right? I'm flexible enough. I can do that. But it just doesn't seem like a good idea. So I'm just saying, like, there was just air coming down. I'm like, man, this is pretty nice. And then even walking around. And unlike a normal Vans, they're actually really, really comfortable. Got a nice, cool cork insole. If you haven't seen the video, go check out the video. Or don't. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. That's everything. I've done it. Now I can close this video out. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Next, we're doing a live in a little bit here because I got to clean up and set up, you know. It's a whole thing, but, you know, whatever. If you're there for it, you'll see me open up a pair of Young Bucks Reebok pumps. It'll be my first ever pair of pumps. Crazy, right? So there's that. Later, people.